So in this practice, I will be leading Bree through a heart opening series. Come to a comfortable position, either cross-legged, hero's pose, which is on your knees. If you have tight hips, it might be helpful to sit up on a blanket as Bree is doing. Just take a minute to find your comfortable space. And closing your eyes, bring your hands over your heart. With your hands upon your heart, inhale into your heart center. Receive the breath as an offering to your core fire. As you exhale, slowly move your hands away, palms facing your heart. Feeling the electromagnetic field radiating into your hands with a palpable quality and slowly expanding outward. Continue to breathe with this inward and outward movement to move into a meditative heart rhythm. Exhaling, slowly move your hands away. Inhaling, draw your hands towards your heart. And continue on at the pace of your own breath. Tending to your heart's fire. And take one more full round, inhaling and exhaling. And then just let your hands rest over your heart. Feel a shift in energy that has occurred. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, releasing your hands. And coming onto your hands and knees in a tabletop position. We're going to start out with an active pose to warm up our core, our heart. So initially reaching your right arm out in front of you, and then extending your left leg back behind you, toes flexed like you're making a footprint against the wall. Engage your core here. Make sure you're not holding on to any tension in your neck. Relax where you can. And then releasing this side. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And extending your left arm out in front of you. And right leg back behind you. Again, flexing your foot, engaging your core. Gaze straight down at your mat. releasing this pose. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth with an audible sigh. And then we're going to bring ourselves into heart melting pose. So keeping your hips directly over your knees, you're just going to walk your hands out in front of you and let your heart sink down onto your mat. There's a couple options for your head placement. You can have your chin resting on the mat. If that brings too much tension into your neck at all, you can put your forehead, your third eye down on the mat. If you need to put a blanket under your forehead, that's another good supportive option. So here we're letting our heart chakra melt into the earth. The heart is the seat of love. It provides our connection to spirit, to devotion. As we deepen our connection to our heart, we learn to live from our heart. In these longer holds that we do in our yin practice, often our mind can wander. We become uncomfortable. We want to get out of it. It's helpful to have a mantra or an affirmation to use to keep yourself present. An affirmation for the heart chakra may be related to love, gratitude, compassion. I am worthy of love. You can repeat that throughout this practice or choose your own words. I am worthy of love. And coming out of this pose, you're simply going to slide onto your belly. Cactus your right arm out so that your elbows parallel with your shoulders. And then you're simply going to roll over onto your right side. You can keep your left leg straight or bend it as Bree's doing, making sure there's no pressure or tension in the knee joint. As you breathe in, send that breath and energy into your heart area. I am worthy of love. And rolling back onto your belly. Give your legs a little shake. And then draw your left arm out into a cactus position. Slowly rolling over onto your left side. Again, either bending your knee or keeping it straight. I am worthy of love. And swing your right leg around so you're back flat on your belly on your mat. And keeping your knees fairly close together, we're going to push back into child's pose. And drawing your arms back to counteract those last heart openers. Let your body and your breath sink into the ground. If you need to put a blanket under your forehead, you're welcome to do that here. Consciously sending breath into your heart chakra. There is an infinite supply of love. And extending your arms out in front of you, using them to roll over onto your side and eventually onto your back. We're going to do a supported heart opener. There's a couple choices for props. You can use a block, a blanket, a pillow. With your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, whichever prop you choose, you're going to put at the base of your shoulders. Bree's going to demonstrate with the blanket. And there's two ways the blanket can go, either across your shoulders or kind of along the length of your spine. You can use another pillow or blanket to support your head for this deep heart opener. Deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And your legs can stay bent or you can extend them out in front of you. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, so figure out which one's the most comfortable and then try to stay there. There is an infinite supply of love. And if your legs are stretched out, bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor. Press your hips up towards the sky to remove the blanket from underneath. Hug your knees into your chest. Give a little roll from side to side, massaging your tailbone on your mat. Then letting your knees fall all the way over to the right side. Extending your arms either straight out or in a cactus position. And either keep your gaze straight up or for a little more twist, look over your left shoulder. Bringing your knees back up to center, drawing them into your chest, giving them a nice little squeeze again. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, let them drop over to the left side. Again, arms either cactused or straight out. And this time letting your gaze fall over your right shoulder. Bring your knees back up to center. Give them one nice hug in. And then letting your legs stretch out, your arms relax down by your sides. Settle into your final Shavasana. Do a nice little scan from your head to your toes, making sure you're relaxed every place you can. Your eyes, your tongue, your jaw. Take an extra couple breaths as you move over your heart center. Feeling the heat we've created there. stay here for as long as you'd like.